importantly, to all daddies out there, happy Father's Day. In fact, we wanted to go live at 4 p.m. We normally go live at 3, but this time around we said, okay, we're just trying our luck here, because by the time we said, yeah, let's do a live, that was around 2:30, and I'm like, no, let's push it to 4, and that didn't fall through because we had some technical errors, but all is good, because right now we're live, and hopefully everyone can hear us. So hello, it's been like almost a week since I came live, and initially I was quite reluctant to go live today, but because it's Father's Day and I wanted to share a video of Azmi, which is Jolobosi, aka Mahabe, aka the daddy, your daddy, it's him. Yes. He did an interview with LiteFM recently, and in fact, before he had that interview with LiteFM, I thought leading up to Father's Day, I would want to do an interview with him. But you know how it is. Sometimes when you're interviewing someone who's familiar to you or someone really close to you, it's not quite the same. The answers won't be the same because sometimes it will be filtered, or it will be given so that the answers will be given so that it will be more appealing to the person who is being interviewed or interviewing. So I decided to let him go and do his LiteFM Father's Day special interview, and then we recorded it, and then I edited a bit pieces of it, not the whole thing, but I will be sharing it with you for this Father's Day special here on our live stream. First and foremost, before we get into that, if you're wondering why I look so sickly, it is because I have mastitis. I don't even know how to pronounce it. But it's basically the engorgement of the breasts, and there's inflammation of the breasts. And my friend's been saying, go and see a doctor. You need antibiotics for it. But as much as I want to get better, I also detest 100% going to the doctors. So
a bit of a double voice.
Oh, ada feedback. Hi, boy. Alright, so apparently we've got double voice. I can't hear it on my side. Probably it's just on your end. Anyway, like I said, today it's gonna be the echo. Kuat ka to echo? Yeah, like even si Mahmood also was saying reverb, got echo audio feedback. Oh, damn it. Your audio wavy. Oh. Yeah, got double. Right, we're gonna try and fix that before we actually play the interview. And hopefully it won't be so annoying. And I'll try and talk as slowly as possible, so even if there is double echo, it's not going to be annoying. I think now it should be okay, kan? Or very loud, they bilang. Now how is it? Is it much better? Is it much better? Because there's a bit of a 2-second lag. Sabar ya, sabar. Inilah live yo, ini live. Keeping it real. Okay sudah, dorang bilang okay sudah. Alright, once again, let's start it back. Oh, not yet? Okay. The boss says, tunggu dulu. Jadi saya akan tunggu. Dia stress sebenarnya. Habis tadi kan kita mau pergi live. Pukul 3, saya bilang tiada sempat tu, kita push pukul 4. And then when I went to 4 o'clock, I'm like, no way, we're going to start on time, because we had like some technical errors, like all our audios were not playing. And it's amazing how just 1 week of not doing live can do to the whole system. Basically, you have to keep doing it so that you know what's going on, because there's a few steps in getting the live setup done. Ramai juga orang hari ni ya. Ada si Ellen, ada si Boy G, ada some of my regulars. Oh, Faye's in the house. And on my IG live, which by the way, it is portrait view. So for those of you who are new to my live, on IG live, Instagram live, later on, if I do play the interview of Azmi, just snippets of it with his interview with LiteFM, you might see it being cut off or chopped off. Then you'll have to go to my Facebook or my YouTube page, alright? And I'm just trying to be like all bagus here. Kejap ah. Okay, sudah kah? Alright. Let's take it again. Take 2. Assalamualaikum and happy Sunday. Happy Father's Day to all daddies out there. Sorry, I was just distracted because I got my number 3 coming in the room. Give me 1 second. Yes, Isidore? He wants me to play Cuphead and Mugman. Or is it Cuphead and Mugman? I promise you after an hour I will play with you, okay? Deal? Deal. Okay, pinky swear. Done. Anyway, as I was mentioning earlier on, first and foremost, sorry because initially I had promoted that this will be a live session at 4 p.m. but that didn't go through because we had problems with the audio and now we're sorting things out. Second thing is, the reason why I've not been doing live of late is because I've been so ill. Let me tell you, fourth time around, you think you know how to breastfeed your babies? You never learn. You never learn. I've got like engorged tits, and not only that, I've got mastitis. I don't even know if it's pronounced properly, but it hurts. My titties hurt, and it's been giving me the fevers, y'all. So my friends have been telling me to go and see a doctor, but I detest seeing doctors, so I'm just gonna wait and see. Oh man, Echo is back. Cheryl, you're not even supposed to be tuning in. I thought you were supposed to be with the family and stuff. Yeah, so Cheryl's one of them who's been nagging me to go and see the doctor.
Yeah, I don't know whether if
Okay, we're gonna try and sort out the echo. In the meantime, I don't know if you can see, but the baby's like just here, sleeping on my breastfeeding pillow. Yes, Isidore? In the meantime, this is what's gonna happen. Again, I'll talk slowly. For this live, I'll be showcasing an interview of Azmi on LiteFM, just snippets of it. 2, I'm gonna do an unboxing. And 3, I've got some questions which I felt I was not able to answer from some followers, and I thought it'd be really interesting to get your input with regards to it. 1, just a teaser. One is about someone who found naked pictures of her maid on the phone, and she asked me what should she do, and I said, well, are those pictures taken with, you know, no children, or worst of all, your husband? And she said no, it was just her and her alone. And I said, well, everyone has their own needs. Maybe she needed to use it for Tinder. I don't know. But yeah, what would you do if you found naked pictures on your helper's phone? Okay, that's the first question that I'm going to ask your opinions about.
okay, go lah.
Now Ken, still okay?
Don't know.
I don't know if you guys are still hearing the apa ko panggil tu, echo, feedback?
No, now tak ada.
Now no more. Alright. So let's just before anything else, let's take a look at this interview that Azmi did with LiteFM, and this is a very shortened version. Take a look at this.
Okay, ready?
Okay,
Alright. Let's do this.
so you're father of 6.
Yep.
How hands-on are you generally with your children?
You know, like the farmer who herd their cattle every day from morning until night? Yeah, that kind of hands-on all the time. The thing that comes out from the behind them, the thing that I put into their mouth, the cattle, the same lah. It's like a migration now, you know. Now, when we want to eat, we say family, move, migrate, eat,
The
then
dining
move.
table.
Yeah, that's right.
Daphne was heavily pregnant and
Yeah.
also gave birth to your 4th child during this MCO period.
That's right.
How challenging was that? Like, did you have to take on the role as mom and dad during that period to all your other kids?
Well, her previous pregnancies, we always had my mother-in-law, her mother, and some form of 50-50 maid or helper. Sometimes we had, sometimes we don't have, or we had an emergency one. But this time, nada, nobody, man. It was just me. Challenging, yes, it was. But we've always stayed at home. I mean, our business, our work has always been at home. So it's not like, oh, now I can't go out, I cannot do this. Honestly, positively, it's gone better actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
In what way?
I tell you, I mean, I think I'm the only one who says that MCO has really helped us. I'm more hands-on with helping with her pregnancy. And the delivery, of course, was crazy. That's another thing. We had to go to the hospital with the, now you
it's
have
a
to go
different route,
COVID-19. Yeah. You have to do 3 days before that. You have to do a COVID-19 test. If not, you have to wear PPE, whatever, and all that. Oh, okay, that's another story lah. So how it has
And
helped
you weren't
us.
allowed in the OT, were you?
Yes, we were allowed, but that's why I was allowed. So because that's why you have to do 3 days before that. You have to do a
The
test and to make sure that it's negative, so then you can go in. But the hassle, the pressure leading up to the delivery. But we pulled through without any mothers, without any helpers.
Helps, yeah.
I did everything lah, basically. The
Did
the
you cook
food,
and all that?
the cleaning. Let me tell you why I made sure I did all that, because my wife she's a maniac. If not, she'll be doing all that, even though she's in
Right, right.
confinement, or she's like 9 months pregnant. Well, this time was only about 7 months. 7 months, right? She would still want to do all that. So I made sure I do all that so that she doesn't have to do that, because I don't want to stress her out. I don't want to let it bear down on her pregnancy and also on confinement. But the problem is she still wants to do it, because there's something, when I do some cleaning. Oh, you miss a spot. Okay, something she cannot be puas lah with cleanliness, but cooking, that's where I win.
But what were some of the challenges that you have to experience with the kids at home the entire day during MCO?
The nature of our job, the nature of our lifestyle also has always been just at home. We are vloggers or social media influencers, whatever, and from time to time, we have jobs up front, but this couple of years events has reduced, and I'm sure you know. So we've been also pushing our live stream. We started it in 2017, but I stopped because due to technicalities, technicalities like bandwidth at home and all that. But now, I have time. I have 1 gigabits per second. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Time, okay? MCO actually has enhanced our status of being at home and being with the family all the time while working. It's not a challenge, it's what we want actually. We want this environment with the kids all the time. Yes, of course. I mean, people will be asking, hey, they don't disturb you, even live stream, Our kids just come in. I don't care, because I mean, like, I'm not Jimmy Kimmel, I don't have CBS or NBC to answer to, where the producer, hey, you crazy? How can you bring your children? This is my channel. I can do whatever I want. I can have anybody coming into the frame, So for us, it's perfect actually.
What's the schedule
on a
like
day-to-day
at home
basis? Oh
with
my
your
God.
live show and then the kids' online school and then the newborn?
As soon as I open my eyes, it's
At what time?
non-stop. It's non-stop. Okay, that one, the one I leave it. I'm the boss. As early or as late as I want.
Okay.
But unfortunately nowadays, because with this small little one that we just had, that one susah sikit lah. Our kids are good actually, because with the digital classroom and all that, they start at 7:30. So if I wake up about 8:30, they're already up and they go upstairs. Even they don't mandi with the ailio, basi, they start their Zoom class.
Also, the
Because
older
between-
ones are pretty independent in that
Yeah,
sense. They'll
that's
get
right.
up and
Yeah,
ready
like-
on their own.
Exactly, like Belle can make breakfast for us, and even Iman.
Wow.
Iman, who's 8, she knows how to set up her own Zoom. Actually, MCO is good because online classes or interaction between parents and children is even closer and always now. I've taught my 4-year-old son how to read already now, If you do it every day, it's not daunting. You just take out the Peter and Jane book, the Ladybird. By the way, this video is not sponsored by Ladybird, okay? The Peter and Jane Ladybird book, off he goes. You make it like a game, a fun game thing, and the boy will just read it, and every day he reads a different book, and now he picks up the book himself. So our kids are quite independent. So by the time I wake up, maybe 8:30, then I cook their breakfast. We all eat together. Of course, Daphne has a confinement food. That one I cannot make. Okay, so somebody sends it to the house, and then the day continues. The traditional dads, for example, that's back then, like my dad lah. I think, an example, I mean, I'm no disrespecting him and all that. I love him and all that, but he was really a workaholic. He was a qualified accountant. Come back late at night because of all their meetings and all that. Because he was also CEO of companies and all that. His style was, I provide in terms of money, and then my wife takes care of the household. And I understand that, back then it was like that. But nowadays, you can't do that because expenses are so high. Both parents work. Mom and dad, husband and wife, have to contribute together, and you shouldn't be like, "Hey, macho." After my friend said, "You, how can you do housework and all that?" No, that's not it.
Is it a conscious decision on your part to sort of teach the kids to be independent from a young age?
Yes, I think both of us, me and Daphne, because I think it was our upbringing. Like my parents also was like that, always telling me, why I really hated growing up from my dad was because anything when I ask him, hey, go to the library. The library is like 10 kilometers from my house in KL. Now I live in PJ.
Yeah.
And then you have to take 3 buses to change. So I hated that. But then I became independent lah. I said okay, never mind. My dad had a library of encyclopedias in his office at home. He read Reader's Digest, so I opened it up, read National Geography they had, because I hated asking question about something I don't know, because he only give me this kind of answers. You see, same with my mom lah. My mom will scold me lah. How come you don't know? You didn't study or that kind of thing. So like my kids, I make sure I sit them down. And if they do not know something, I'll teach them how to get the information.
All right, so that was the interview with Azmi and LiteFM. I didn't want to show the whole thing, but if you want to see the full interview, then I will post the link on my post when this is posted over my social media pages, when it's recorded and all that, and then that will be the link to it. All right, anywho, how are you? How's everyone feeling? I'm feeling a little bit crappy because I've got engorged breasts, but that's another story. You can read that over my IG post. It's been crazy, and that's the reason why I'm like, but you know what, we just got to keep it real, keep things going, just go with the flow. And let's go with some Q&As and some opinions from you guys, okay? So first and foremost, there was one follower. I get random questions, macam lah I ni therapist kan, but then sometimes I will answer them. Sometimes I'll lead them to people who I know would be able to answer them correctly or more professionally. And today, for some reason, I felt like sharing the questions with all of you to see what your opinions are with regards to this. So the first one would be a lady DM me recently finding naked pictures of her help using her daughter's second phone, which was probably given to her to be used lah. And I said, how did you find out about the naked pictures? Because I think she just left it open or something, or I can't remember what she said. But yes, so I asked her, oh no, well, does those naked pictures have, pictures of her with your daughters, for instance, in inappropriate gestures or whatever? She said, no, thank God. I said, okay, I'm going to ask you this. Were there naked pictures with your husband? And she said, no. And I went, okay, maybe she's just, because we all have our needs. So maybe she used that naked picture to send it over to her husband or boyfriend. I mean, we're all human beings. But would you freak out? And because she feels now that she saw naked pictures of her helper or her maid on the phone, she feels as if her gut instinct, her maternal gut instinct says, if she leaves her 2 daughters alone at home, the daughters won't be safe. So I personally feel that like everybody has their own, needs, their wants and needs. And your sexuality or your sensuality or both should not, does not mean that you are professional or not professional. But the only thing that she probably has to be wary of, because it has happened to me, not that I found any naked pictures, but I did find some rather exotic exchanged SMSs between a previous helper long time ago. And then she admitted to me a few months later that she was pregnant, and I had to send her back because she decided to keep the baby. No, wait, I think she aborted the baby. But I think what got me mad was because she brought the guy back home, and that's a big no-no for us. So that's the only thing that you have to be wary about, to the person who asked me that. a second question is, let's see if anyone has actually answered that. No, yeah, if you've got any answers with regards to that question that I just set out, apa yang kamu akan cakap sama dia? Kalau kau ternampakkan kau punya bibik kan atau kau punya helper dengan gambar-gambar yang naked bah. Tapi tiada gambar yang sama anak dia kah, sama dia punya suami, boyfriend dia. I mean, the husband lah, the husband of the employer. So it should just let it be lah kan? Or what do you think? I would like to hear your comments so that I can relay it back to her. Another one that a lot of people have been asking me of late is with a recent drama that has been ongoing actually. These two are actually acquaintances of mine, and basically it's a custody battle for their child. And to cut the long story short, my opinion about them is, I think that whatever it is, I'm at the end of the day all out for the child. So I'm all out for the best interest of the child. And if the child is able to see both parents, that would be the most ideal environment for the child to grow, with full love and care from both her biological parents. So I think that's my 2 cents worth, unless either one of the parent is abusive in terms of physical, emotional, or sexual, then of course that's a lain cerita lah. But in this case, if both parents are very loving, then I think that both parents should have custody or joint custody or visitation rights to the child. Because I think it's really, really horrible if either one of the parent or the parent's family or friends are poisoning the child to dislike another parent. Okay, I think that's wrong. And I say this because, again, I know someone very dear to me whose kid was also poisoned in a way to dislike the father. And it was very hard for him to win back the son's trust, because so much accusations and so much lies were fueled when he was younger. But I think as a child grows up and he gets curious, he wants to know a little bit more about, what's my dad doing? He's got a new family now. Let's find out a little bit more. And when he reconnects, he finds out, hey, wait a minute, you mean that didn't happen? So you find out the truth. So I really pray for the child that's being said, and that's what that's my opinion for it. Okay, Elsa says, kalau telefon tersebut sudah diberikan kepada bibik, majikan boleh cek phone bibik ke? That's true. Anyway, if the mother's instinct feel not good, then follow the instinct. You've got a point there. Anyone from the Facebook side? I feel depends what does the child want. Alright, so Lav is replying, I feel it depends on what the child wants. Now in this case, because the child is under 7, below 7 years old, the custody goes directly to the mother, unless the mother is, of course, abusive or is a drug addict or will pose potential harm to the child. Then it will go to the next, what do you call that? Parent, or apa kau panggil tu macam penjaga ba? Yeah, guardian. A guardian, thank you. So, and I've seen both parents with her, and both of them equally love her. Obviously, the intent is both of them want the best for her. And again, I go back to what I've learned in my classes of the best interest of children is it's always good to have access to both parents. That's what I can say, right? All right, okay, so no one else is asking me any more or giving me any more input with regards to that.
Kasihan sini Alin, the internet down.
Oh, Nick, your internet's down. How are you, by the way? Nick and I knew each other or have known each other because we are in this group called M4M, Malaysians for Malaysia. And every single day, without fail, we'll be chatting with each other with regards to Malaysians for Malaysia. Yeah. What are you all doing for Father's Day? I thought I would belanja my husband because he's the daddy-o. Who's the daddy-o? He's the daddy-o. But then he decided to cook up a storm for lunch, so we have so much food that we might not want to waste it. So we'll have that for dinner. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Aruzali says, talk about it with the maid. This is with regards to the first question. Know why she taken the picture knowing she will get caught. Okay, so basically just confront your helper and say, hey, I've seen some naked pictures, but that'll be quite, because at the end of the day, they deserve some privacy, right? Unless, macam both of them were like, okay, tada, the naked picture, and then she sees you seeing it, then you can say, apa ni? Oh, dahsyat. Kenapa ni ada naked pictures? I don't know. That's so awkward. I don't know what I would do if I saw it. Okay, Elisa is now saying, does the dad have visiting rights? For question number 2, right? Society kita kena belajar untuk pisahkan perana dan hubungan sebagai suami, isteri dan ibu bapa. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. So I'm not quite sure if he has visiting rights per se. I do know that the mother has full custody because the child is under 7, so automatically the child goes and gets full custody with the mum. But yes, I am absolutely on board with the fact that, parents, if they want the best for their children, they should leave their problems aside and address their problems together, alone. But for the kids, they should just, make sure that, unless your father, again, the father or the mother is abusive in any sense of the way, then that's a different story. But if both wants the best for the kids, then I think both of them should just, settle whatever they have to, settle whatever they have on their part, and just give the child rights to see both parents. Why do I say this? Because, and I'm saying this with so much love, no disrespect, but my parents, bless my dad, he was a wonderful father. I love him as a father. He was a strict father, but he was a very caring father. So whatever or whenever he could, he would spend time with us. And he was a very busy man when we came back from the UK, and he started getting, busier. But any time that he could, he would spend it with us. But things didn't work out for some time with my mom and him. Just for a while. Well, actually it wasn't quite a while. It was quite long or so lah. Beberapa tahun juga orang berseparate tu sebelum they got back together. But not once did my mother ever say anything nasty about my father as a bad father. She would always, have her disagreements with him. But she has never, ever, ever dissed my dad. Not in front of us. I don't know if she would do it at the back, when she's having her private time alone. But she would never do that. And she continued to allow us to see him. She encouraged us to see him, because there were some points where my siblings was very mad at him. And she said, no, you go and see your father. It's your turn to go and see your father. She really, really encouraged us to meet our father. And when we had time with my father when they were separated, he would really spend that quality time with us. He really cherished it. And for that, I give my mom credit. And even when he passed on, when my dad passed on, I remember the eulogy. My sister was given the task to do the eulogy because she's the eldest, she's the firstborn. But mom wanted to say something before she started the eulogy, and I will share with you the link of that vlog to hear the whole full eulogy. It's quite interesting because my mom, being my mom, said what she had to say during the introduction, and that's just the sort of mother that I am. And that's the sort of mother who loves her children, because she would be able to disconnect the problems that she has or had with my dad, but to ensure that whatever it is, your dad is your father, he loves you, go and see him. And she encouraged it. She would send us, and they would be able to talk in a very civil manner, without, they never fought. They never actually fought. So that was a good thing. They never fought in front of us, now in hindsight. So yes, that is my belief, that you have to be together when it comes to parenting roles. And that's why sometimes when Azmi and I mean, any marriage, any relationships, be it siblings or with your parents or with your husband and wife, there is bound to be disagreements. There's bound to have fights, right? So I've had my share of that, my ups and downs with Azmi. But whatever it is, I will always hold my tongue when it comes to the children. We always try to have the same parenting path or direction that we have to agree on, even if we have to compromise here and there, where we have to shout it out, without the kids of course, and just find a compromise. But we have to be on the same footing, right? Same foundation. Papa, how do you say it? The same, he's like too busy with the technical part, dia tak jawab pula saya. Tak apa. So we have to be on the same path of that. Alright. Sometimes they just sending hint. They are not keen to work anymore, says Aruzali. I'm guessing this is again with relation to the first question. For those of you who may have just missed this live and the question that I had, the first question I had was, and I'm trying to get your input for this, is if you found your helper, your maid, her phone has naked pictures of herself without any pictures of your kids or your husband with those naked pictures, would you freak out? Would you distrust her? Or would you just let her be because her privacy is her privacy? So Aruzali is also commenting, sometimes they're just sending you hint, they are not keen to work anymore. If you're not keen to work anymore, maybe you can just cancel your, just finish off your contract if you're on contract, or compromise or talk it out. But then I know because I've worked with people from Tenaga Nita that there are not so many employers out there. There are some employers out there who are not very nice, not very kind to their maids. So, Hi Elvira, really pretty. You feel pretty. I feel so sickly. And Elvira said, yes, both parents, child first, above all else, absolutely. And the second question that I pose, again, for those of you who just joined this live, is I've been getting a lot of people asking me my opinions with regards to this ongoing custody case of two industry peers. And because both of them are my acquaintance, all I can safely say is, at the end of the day, I'm all in for the best interest of the child, which means as long as the parent or parents are not abusive to the child, then the child should have rights to see both parents, to get both to get both love from their biological parents, okay? Sharon says, I feel so bad for X and Y, cannot see each other. He is suffering. I feel so sorry for the both of them. So I'm omitting the names only because I don't want to get into trouble. But I guess, Sharon, you know who... You know of a case that is also having a custody battle. So yes, let's hope that everything will work out fine for Sophia. Okay, in that case. Okay. Elvira says, with regards to question number 1, let her be. Her privacy is her own. Pictures are on her phone. Yes. Well, Elvira, actually, I'm not quite sure. She was not quite clear on this, the lady who sent me this question. But that phone actually belonged to her, was a second-hand phone from her daughter. So maybe she lent it to her. I don't know. But still, I agree with you. There's still that sense of privacy. Like, I don't go checking my helper's phone. I mean, I let her be what she wants to be, even though we also got her the phone. It's on loan, but as long as because that's the phone that we have to connect with her. If we're outstation and stuff and she's with the kids, I need to know how my kids are. That was before the kids had their phones. But yeah, it's on loan and I don't go checking her phone. Okay, let's see if there's anything else from over here. Ben Doozy says, I miss my father. It's been 3 years now. I didn't see him. I'm watching you live from London. Macam mana ka nak sana London? Sekarang summer ba kan? Is it summer now? Ben, is it summer now? Is it a
Summery lah.
yeah, summery lah.
But
Is it
London,
hot or is it dull and dreary? Like how London weather is usually? Alice Tiger McCartney says, saya masak rendang ayam dan colourful salad. Oh, you just have to say that, right?
McCarthy, not McCartney.
Huh? Oh,
McCarthy.
McCarthy, sorry.
To Paul McCartney.
Sorry.
Like,
I love my Beatles.
yeah.
Although
Are you a Paul or a John?
I'm a John.
Oh, yo.
I'm a John Lennon. Are you a Paul or a John?
Sorry?
Are you a Paul or a John? I'm asking you.
No, I'm their boss.
Because you want to make the money?
Yes.
Do you know if they made any money at the end of the day? You know how all these like superstars at the end of the day they
All gone.
die broke?
All gone.
Like Michael Jackson. I think he died broke, right?
Well, Michael Jackson is another story. But
That's
let's
another
save it
story.
for another live stream.
Yeah. All right. Elvira says Happy Father's Day to you.
Wow.
All right. So that's what it's gonna be. Elvira says she's a George. You're a George. Interesting. I love John Lennon because he's very temperamental, but he's also very talented and very artistic. He's a bit psycho like that. Paul, I was it you who told me about how Paul and John Lennon, they always said that the Beatles had the a breakup, a fallout, because John and Paul were always at each other. But I think it was you who told me that that was not the case, or did I read it somewhere?
But I think the most important thing is, we're talking about Father's Day today, right? I mean, how fatherhood they are lah. John Lennon had Julian Lennon, okay? So when John told Julian that he's going to get a divorce with John's wife at the time,
Right.
what's his name? Paul straight went to see Julian, went straight to see Julian, and said, "Hey, Julian, don't worry. Your father is still your father, even though he doesn't. Your parents are divorced. You don't worry. You're gonna be okay." And that's how Hey Jude came on. He can't say, "Hey Julian, don't." Some lyrics are forgotten.
Hey Jude. Is it all? Let's sing the song. 1, 2, 3. Hey Jude.
Yeah.
Come on, Isidore. This used to be your
Don't
favorite
make
song.
it bad.
Make a sad
What are you doing,
song.
Isidore? Yeah.
He's playing that mug head thingy.
I see. Okay, anyway, so Paul said to Julian, "Don't worry, it's gonna be alright."
Right.
But of course he cannot say, "Hey Julian."
Because it sounds off. So
Yeah,
Hey
lah.
Jude was actually for his son.
Yes, for Julian Lennon.
Wow,
for
I
John's
learned
son.
something new
So,
every day.
both are good fathers lah. Both are good fathers. That's what I'm trying to say. But I want to be the boss.
You want to be the boss.
Yeah.
Okay. So Joe Labosi wants to be the boss for Beatles.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
I would have.
Singing for me.
I would have managed them
Don't make
better.
it bad. Take a sad song and make it better.
I would have managed them even better, B. If I was their manager at the time, they'll be trillionaires by now.
Yes, because one thing about Joe Labosi is when it comes to kaching, haha, he's very frugal and he makes sure that anyone who owes him money, makes sure that they pay him. Yes.
Sure.
That one I takut about him, huh? But that's why he's my good manager, because he makes sure he chases for payment, because I can't do that shit. I can't. So happy Father's Day and thank you, Mr. Manager.
For sure.
That's the reason why some people say, salah lah kau Eja, because I put my capital M-A-N and an Aja. So it's manager. Get it? Manager, get it? Okay. Alright, someone wants me to wish their father happy Father's Day. So this is from Sandra Ellie. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Uncle. Uncle Shazali Ghani. Selamat Hari Bapa, yo. My father passed away. So if you're listening to this, Dad, have a beer. Have a beer on me. What was Dad's favourite beer, apa? Was it Carlsberg or Heineken?
it's called-
Tiger.
No, you're wrong.
What?
It's called any beer. Janji beer.
Okay, and maybe one carton for you.
Whatever. Okay, Marcella says, yeah, I remember the history of Hey Jude song because I like that song so much. You know, Isidore used to love that song, Hey Jude. But now for some reason, he can't sing it anymore. Can you sing Hey Jude?
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Sing, boy. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember.
If you see him doing these like really weird movements, it's because if anyone is familiar with that game, Cuphead and Mugman, they've got that carrot, or is it the flower? But it's an old school game that he's recently started playing thanks to the father, and he's just imitating. So one thing we've noticed about Isidore is that he's very quick to like something, and he will imitate and follow through. So he goes through these phases, right? And he'll stick on them like glue. And then when he finds something new, he'll just ditch that and continues with something else. So I'm not sure if anyone else's child is like that. Like really fast, you know. So initially he was really into his Thomas. So everything was Thomas. He memorized at the age of, I think, 2. He started memorizing all these names of all the characters for Thomas. And then he moved on to Cars, Lightning McQueen, and he memorized all the characters in there. So then when I added the Thomas in the equation for the Cars, he wouldn't, like, he would separate the two. And then he went into Bumblebee, Transformers. So Bumblebee was his favorite. So he kept going that, and now he's all into his games, thanks to the MCO.
Yes.
So the father over here decides to enhance our Nintendo Switch, which is actually good for me because I prefer the, what do you call this? You like that? You glitter joystick. Yeah, so that's so much better. But the kids hog it all the time. But it keeps them busy, and it's like their little what do you call this? Prize for doing their work or doing their chores and getting work done. All right. Then you can start to make it better. I hope to sambung for Papa Jo. Okay, well, that was the song. Okay, Elvira says the sponge.
Shall we move to the...
My God, it's already 24 minutes?
Yeah.
Jeez, I've been talking non-stop. Right, we are going to do a unboxing. Is camera 2 open or live? Okay. Now, I've been receiving so many parcels for the past few days, but because I've been ill, down and out, I've not been able to open it up. And initially I wanted to do like a IG thingy, but since we're already on live here, I might as well do it together. Let's see what we've got. Sekejap saya kasih balut dulu rambut saya yang buruk betul ni. First and foremost, we've got something from Kila Fit. This is by Kila Ferry. Terima kasih sangat. This was sent to me a few days ago. I'm so sorry. I know there's like a banana in there. And someone opened up my chocolate. I wonder who.
I think it's you.
It's you. Anywho, oh my God, it's so hard with the baby next to me, but he only...
Let me hold him.
No, the thing is, actually Elon, I was going to say Isidore. Isidore is lying on my lap. So, he's
Lying on my lap.
Yeah. Did I say Isidore?
Yeah.
Again? Oh my God. Yeah. So, Elon is lying on my lap. So, I've got restricted movements. Anywho, this is from Kila Ferry. It's Kila Fit. It says here, it's okay to cheat on your diet during Raya season. Kila faham, awak tak sabar nak balik kampung, but please stay safe. Social distancing still matters anyway. Ini hadiah saya dari Kila. With Kila Fit, you can enjoy your makan-makan session guilt-free. Safe and selamat balik kampung. My kampung is here in PJ for him and Sabah. I've got my favorite chocolates. Chris, if you're ever watching this, you know how I love this brand. Okay, this brand is very good. Alright, and it also has honey and a banana. Okay, there's honey and a banana here. Okay, it's wow, there's a honey there. I love honey. I can finish a jar of honey like in one go. So I'm guessing this is, no wonder, minuman coklat pisang dengan collagen dan ekstrak garcinia. It's basically a chocolate drink. Chocolate and banana drink.
The banana already macam ada...
I know, because I left it there for a while. So that's the reason why Yeah, that is a bit black. But I've got chocolates. I guess that's the reason why. And yes, I'll give it a go. I'm not sure if it's okay for breastfeeding moms. I will make sure I will check on that first. Oh, it probably is okay because it has really good stuff for breastfeeding. Yes, you can have that, Isidore. Come. But you have to sing Hey Jude for me first, Isidore. Okay, sing Hey Jude first, then I'll give you a chocolate. Come on, one. Oh, do properly. One more time. If not, you don't get the chocolate. 1, 2, 3, go. That's Thomas. Hey Jude. 1, 2, 3. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to never under your skin. Then you begin. I don't even know. I'm making up the lyrics as we go. Okay, fine. You need to practice on that. Here you go. You only have one, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, Isidore, since you're here, can you help me with the rest? Okay, Isidore, get me that box here. This box and the teddy bear. And the teddy bear. And the otter. The otter. There. The otter. Right. This actually I wanted to showcase. I'm not doing the unboxing per se. This is something that I bought recently. It is the Fisher-Price Rhythmic Breathing Motion Otter. When you press the belly, it goes up and down like a breathing technique. We're here. Okay, there you go. I'm not sure if you can see the breathing of this otter. And I used to have something similar to this, which was the first generation, which is called the glowworm. Yeah, can you see that? So it's moving up and down, and behind you can actually choose what sort of there's lights for you. I don't know what the light's for, but
Yeah.
okay, I'm sorry because I've got limited movements with boy here. And then that is up and down. You've got also the different sorts of sounds, like in the womb, some white noise, the heartbeat, as well as some music here. And you can put the volume up and down over here. So I bought this thinking that it would help Elon, because Elon, like I said, he just loves being next to me, and that's the only way he can sleep lama-lama lah. I'm sure most babies are like that, but I'm gonna give this a try. I removed it already from the box because the kids were more excited about it than anything else. And it has this little thing where you can feel it. It's suitable for kids 0 months and above. So we'll see how it goes and see if it works for Elon. Alright, I need to give this a good cleanse first. Right, so that's one. Okay, my assistant just left me in the lurch. The reason why I showed that first was because it was on top of all the other boxes. This is the next one. It's Osh and Piper. Osh and Piper, back to nature.
So take him.
Can also put him at the thing lah. But he might wake up. Or put him outside. Oh, bye Elon. Okay, Daddy's gonna take you away. Alright, now that I've got more freedom to move, let me just put this aside. This is Osh and Piper, Back to Nature. I've heard about this brand from a friend whose wife recently gave birth to, not far off from when I gave birth. So congratulations once again to Colin and Joyce. They haven't figured out the name of their baby yet. But we met up with them recently again after I was going out from the hospital. They were coming in to deliver her child. And the last time I met them was when I went for my checkup. And according to her, she hasn't found a name for the baby yet. So this is Osh and Piper. It was introduced to me by Colin as well as Joyce. So they have organic bamboo wipes, head to toe wash, calming everyday lotion, as well as soothing relief cream. Okay? Why, man? Disappeared already. Oh, look at all these. You know, I can never get enough of wet wipes as well as head to toe wash or washing. What do you call that? Washing liquid. I'm so sorry. I'm still a bit feverish today, so I'm just going with the flow, and I'm a bit a bimbo like that. And it's free from all the bad nasties, so this is great. Thank you so much. I can't wait to try out, especially the soothing relief cream. I've always have extras of this because you always need it for their bum, for their skin, and even moms should use it. Like for me, I put it around anything that I want to put lotion around my body, especially my boobs. I'll always use something that is baby friendly lah kan, just in case. Even though I try and wipe it out, at the end of the day, you can never be too careful, right? By the way, the Lancino HPA lanolin cream is just the bomb, but I'll save that for another day. So there, thank you. I've got all these really travel friendly wipes for me to use, and I'll give it a try. You know, the only thing about having wipes and how I determine if it's really good or not is when you open it a few times and you're towards the end of the tissue or the wipes, you see if it's dried out or if there's leakage coming out from the apa panggil ni? Leakage from the seal. So those are the two no-nos for me. One, if the water comes out from the seal, and two, if by the time it's towards the end of the wipes and it's already dried, because so that's one of my big pet peeves when it comes to wet wipes. So I'll give that a go, and then I will let you all know how it goes. And once I start using this, then I'll also let you know how it smells. And me, it's always about the smell, but it can't be too fragrancy, because then I know that there's some nasties out there or in there. Okay, thank you so much, Osh and Piper. Certified natural and organic ingredients, formulated as gentle and free from the bad stuff. Absolutely. Okay, thank you. Thank you. This one is poppy bow. See, he woke up already just because he wasn't on my lap. This was also sent, I think, a couple of days ago. This is actually for the two girls. Let me just cut this nicely so I can reuse this bubble wrap. We're very grateful indeed for all these goodies that have been sent to us. And they also send stuff for the older siblings, not just to Elon, because at least they won't feel left out. So this is from Poppy Bow. I was going to say bow. Hindi pala baka kadang kita punta sila bakan. Alright. My lips are so dry. Benduzi is actually commenting about the song on Thomas. Yeah, it used to irritate me, that song. They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8, shunting trucks and hauling freights. Red and green and brown and blue, they're the really useful crew. Oh my gosh! Check this out! Oh, they are so pretty indeed. This is from Puppy Bow. And you know how Isabel, well, more Iman actually, she's got such messy hair. Belle is in her anime look. She actually asked me, Papa, the other day, actually it was yesterday, she asked me where my Japanese schoolgirl uniform is. Yeah, so I don't know why she wants that, but I can't fit into it anymore because obviously I'm... Anyway, bygones be bygones. But she wants it, so I said maybe it's in the ironing room where it has all our costumes and stuff. But I think, Belle, this would be perfect for your whole get-up of that whole anime Japanese schoolgirl look. This is from Pretty Bow, and it is very pretty. Oh, Poppy Bow, sorry. Poppy Bow. And it's very pretty indeed. It pops out. That bow. Okay, I was trying to be smart there, but that didn't turn out quite well. So let's just try it over here. Alvira, besok 40 days. 40 days apa ya? There is better type, so not leaking or drying. Yeah, Elvira, Colin and Joyce. Oh yeah, that's right, Elvira. He's your manager. Of course you know them. So yeah, Ocean Piper was from them. Elvira, kau rasa saya lawa ke pakai macam ni? Kau rasa saya lawa? Or should I get a big red one? Let's get a red one, huh? Let's get a red one. So that actually these are for my daughters, but apa salah mami dia pakai juga kan? Okay. Alright. Adik tulis macam feeling lah. Feeling lawak begia. You know, a friend of mine just texted me and said, why do Sabahans, because she married a Sabahan, why do Sabahans like J-Lo? Apparently, like, because we were looking at some pictures and I said, mungkin orang tu think that she's J-Lo. So, okay.
Wow, it's so nice. I didn't even, nobody could see.
Oh, nobody was seeing me just now?
Yeah.
When I was showing it to Elvira? Doi, punya panat siya. Okay, I was showcasing it to you. This is the red one. Actually, I had the purple one just now. Maybe I do on the other side like that. Okay, never mind. Right, so this is from Puppy Bow. Thank you so much. Last but not least, my stuff from Norwex have arrived. Now, someone actually gifted Norwex to me a couple of weeks ago when I was going MCO clean freak crazy with all my porn bebels. You can check that out on my IG highlights where I bebel all the friggin' time. Oh yeah, not a few weeks ago. Basically, I'm already 1 month in confinement. So yeah, just before I gave birth, I was in a cleaning frenzy. And one thing, well, like you saw Azmi's interview just now, how I just cannot tahan messy floors. I cannot tahan, oily floors. So if one speck of oil goes onto the floor, I will mop the whole friggin' house. My reason for that is because if anyone had pijak that oily floor, then they pijak all around the house, and all the house kena oily floor. So that's my logic lah.
Easier for you.
Alright.
Careful.
Okay, so
Careful your fingers.
I found out about Norwex because of that person who gifted me that, and thank you very much. I found out much later that this is a brand that actually is essentially an MLM brand. And I have nothing against MLM brands because I'm part of Young Living, I'm part of doTERRA. These are all MLM brands. But what I don't like and what I cringe about MLM brands is the fact that when people start pushing you to be part of to be members or to pay for a crazy amount of money for a startup kit or whatever, right? But if I believe in the product, then I will, that's the next one. If I believe in the product, then I rather be a member and get my discounts from there. And if anyone else likes it and they want to be a member too, they can be my downline and we grow money together. But I'm not for someone who pushes anyone to like, you have to join Young Living, you have to join Norwex. But going back to Norwex, I found that their cloths were really, really good. You don't have to use soap. It's so, the absorbency is so good. Absorbency is so good. And you just have to clean with water and it's done. And apparently the technology is that it was able to absorb, and not just absorb, but also take all the bacteria out or something like that, okay? But what I loved most about it is because at that time I had like the basics. So I had one window, one kitchen cloth or the Enviro cloth, as well as the window cloth, which my husband now uses for the fish. So the window cloth has already been used for the fish aquarium and I don't want to mix that. Again, if you know my household, I don't mix my stuff. So if one goes for the aquarium, stay left for the aquarium, okay? So I decided to become a member and purchase my own stuff without anyone trying to, like, oh, you have to be this. So it's my own initiative, okay? And to be a member, I got the most cheapest entry level. Oh, this is to be a consultant actually, which is 95 ringgit. And then I'm entitled to a 20% discount for all the other products. You can start earning your freebies by basically roping in other consultants. But what I really wanted actually was also the mop, because that was one thing that really got my nerve. And I ordered this, and there was a bit of a lag on the shipping because, well, of the MCO and stuff. So here's a small travel size one. You can see that we've got a little window, a window cloth. So this is really great, and you can see the difference. If you should try it, and you should see the difference that you'd have when it's on the glass panel. I use glass cleaner as well as newspaper, but now I don't have to. I just use this with water and it's fine. This is the cloth that I have in the kitchen, although it's a bigger one. This is the Enviro, and this is the body towel, which I will be using soon, or maybe I can use it on Elon because it's nice and soft, although they do have the baby basics also. But because I wanted to be a member on my own accord with no one forcing me or shoving it through my throat, I'm my boss of my own kingdom. Here we are. I am now a consultant, which entitles me to a discount for other products under their line. But if you are interested, please DM me to find out a little bit more and how we can grow our business together. Oh, nampak tu, ha? Ada juga. This is the winning one for me. This is the mop, which I'm really excited to open up because they have a whole bigger system. I mean, like a whole full system for dry floor lah, wet floor lah, for the kipas lah. Okay, I'm not saying it properly, but basically it has more mops. I use a lot of words, that basically word. When I'm excited, I basically do that. Yeah.
Your ribbon, Mama.
Cute, ah.
You're getting me excited.
You get excited me wearing a ribbon like this?
Yeah, especially when I take it off. Okay, Mama.
My husband does not understand my love for all these cleaning products. Okay, so this is, it comes with a spray. What else? This is the basic
Just go to,
mop.
No, seriously. Why can't we just go to Old Town there and then, buy the $2 mop,
It's
change
not the
every
same.
month? It's the same thing.
Okay, imagine the technology of the window cloth that you've already chopped for your fish. Okay, now you love that window cloth, right? Imagine that on a bigger scale on my mop.
Actually, I would have preferred that we don't have any fish. Other than,
Yeah, he says that. And then who went to buy fish, extra fish the other day?
Well, it's just for Elon.
Okay, canggih. So this would be for wet floors, but they come in other different wiping cloths also. There's I have to find out more about this, but I'm so excited and I'm going to try it out and I'll showcase it for you all to know more about. I'm not sure why they gave us a spraying thingy-majiggy, a spraying can.
Apa? Sudah dented lah.
Where?
Do you have the spray can? Turn around. Yeah, see, dented. Baga.
Should this be dented? Let's show it on camera too. Is that dented?
Yeah, man.
It's not supposed to
my
be
money
like
back.
Is it not like a?
Is it low quality?
It's made in China.
iPhone also made in China, ma.
Well, I'm gonna give a fair review of it. I will take a picture of this to see if this is normal, that there's a dent here. I don't think it's supposed to be there. Or is it supposed to be like stylo Milo? Yeah. Cheryl, this is the Norwex. Norwex is essentially a MLM. But so I found out about it because someone gifted me the cloths, and then I found out there was an MLM, and then I said like, if I wanted to become a member, bagus lah saya jadi member atau consultant, and I can get more like discounts because I was in for the mop. Because if you try the cloth, it's really, really good. It's mahal, nak mampus, and apparently you can get something which is similar, slightly less, it absorbs slightly less, but it's much cheaper than the Norwex. But because I already had the Norwex and I really liked it and I was already sold to it, that's why I became a consultant. So I will do a proper review with regards to the Norwex and I'll show it to you guys. Alright, is that all that we have? Okay, last but not least, my dear friend, my girlfriend, Wyoming Tatusai, she actually gave me 3 boxes of these. Alright, so this is the Bloom. The Bloom Collagen Complete. It's with citrus flavor, 10 bottles inside. So she wants me to be her guinea pig. This is by Young Living. And by the time I wanted to buy this, it was already sold out. But thank God she was able to get it and she said, why don't you test it out? So I would test it out starting from today. Okay, today I'll start it out. She recommends me taking it with a sachet or a shot of Ninja Red, as well as 2 capsules of the sulfazyme.
Berhabis dengan si Ninja ni.
It's really good.
Berhabis.
It's really, really good, guys. You know, even my brother, who's quite a cynic like yours truly, not him, not me. But yeah.
Truly is you.
Yeah, that's why. Salah, silap. Sorry.
Oh, this one by Philip Bloom.
Not Philip Bloom, it's by Young Living. But anyway, yeah, I've already had my capsules, but I'm just gonna have this just for energy because I'm feeling a bit wonky now. As I was saying, my brother Moses Jr., he even loves it. So he's ordered 2 more bottles from me, but I can't send it to him fast enough. So I've actually got him to take it from my Aunt Pat, who's also my godmom from Sabah, to get it. And it's not exactly the cheapest drink to drink, but once you start consuming it, you know and feel the difference. So that's the reason why I still consume it and while I'm on board. So now Wayome wants me to try this out, this whole concoction out for the next 30 days. So this will be my before picture. Later I'll screenshot. And then after 30 days, I will try and see if got any difference or not. Okay? Alright. Alright, well, there you have it. Hi Daphne, I would like to know.
What's inside the bloom kit?
It's a collagen. You wanna try it? But then I'm supposed to take it for like, you can have this.
No, open it. Because it's an unboxing, so you have to unbox.
Trust my husband to be so anal. Cause it's karas pa.
Oh.
It's karas. Koto karas. Aday. Alright, so inside, there you go. Okay, finally. Basically, it's a bottle drink. Collagen drink. Apparently, Dermalogica has the same similar collagen drink, but this is cheaper. Okay? And now everyone's going for the collagen drink. Whether it works or not, who knows? But I'm going to give it a try. For 30 days, starting from today, I'll drink this 1 bottle and I'll put it together with the rest of the shebang
I'm
that
not
she's
going to eat a
suggesting.
horse placenta.
It's not horse placenta. It's made out of
That,
collagen, natural flavors, and there's no added sugar.
I mean,
That's what it
come
says.
on. It's not like the uri of a horse placenta kind of thing.
No, it's not. We'll get into that because, yeah, I was encouraged to eat Isabel, my firstborn's placenta,
Oh my god.
but I didn't get going. I mean, I didn't do it in the end.
How do you know? Maybe
I didn't.
your in-laws at that time
No, I didn't.
made it into a rendang. I don't know.
They could have, but I buried it. I think I threw it away. I threw away Isabel's placenta, not knowing that I should have buried it.
How's it taste like?
Taste-wise,
Horsey? Very gay.
Try it.
It's okay.
our lime essential oil found in Collagen Complete is harvested from our Finca Victoria partner farm in northern Mexico. How do we harvest our lime essential oil? With a custom cold press facility and zero waste process that includes fair trade practices. Young Living's lime essential oils exemplifies the seed-to-seal quality commitment found in all our products. Ding.
I like to be near your placenta, but not eat it.
That's just gross, man.
Near.
Ew. Anyway, I'm just going to answer some of the questions here. Hi Daphne, this is from Clarice. I would like to know, when did you start to wear your bengkung? I had my first C-sec 2 weeks ago and looking forward to put on my bengkung ASAP possible, as I did on my 2 previous normal birth. My doctor told me as soon as I removed the plaster, which was on the 6th day. Kenapa ni tiba-tiba macam lisp ni? On the 6th day, that I was allowed to wear the bengkung. But my confinement masseur from Tanah Merah Wellness, check out Sarima, she's orang Sabah juga. She made sure that it wasn't too tight, and she also felt around to see if my uterus was okay. Yeah, and eventually from there, she went tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. Let's see. Love Rajenda. I sent my maid back last month because of a phone issue. We gave her a phone and she brought a guy to my house. I know, that's a big no-no. And I found out she was pregnant. I know. I feel you. So now do you think we need to check this phone, especially since we're paying the bill? I think you should. If you're paying the bill, that means the phone is yours. I understand how to draw the line, yeah, but yeah, where do you draw the line? Because they have their personal life too, right? Alright, apa lagi?
I think it's done.
I think that's done.
Yeah.
But very quickly to Clarice, I'm not using the conventional bengkung from Tanah Wellness because apa ini? Because it's really hard to do on my own. Wait, I'm just gonna fix this. I'm using something. I selang-seli with bengkung that is made out of I cannot buka lah. But basically, this is how much my tummy has trimmed down after using the conventional bengkung. But on days where there's no massage or no bengkung or no lady to bengkung me with the traditional bengkung, then I will use something else it's easier to wear. You know, one of those usable apa? Yang pakai elastic ba? There's some from Cakeness, there's some from Shape Me or Envy Me. So those are some of the undergarments that I use to get my body in shape, back in shape, yes, to hold me together. All right, it seems that we are good to go, Papa.
Let's go.
Let's go. Wow, I've been talking this long? Yes, take care everyone. Happy Father's Day again, and thank you for watching us, and we'll be back soon, but we'll let you know way in advance, and wish me luck on this, the problem with my engorged breasts. Bye Cheryl, that's for you.